Hello and welcome to another week of The Parenting Business. Before we get into the main show, don't forget to follow us on Spotify or wherever you listen. Do also feel free to get in touch with your stories or top tips about how you balance your parenting business. You can either leave us a comment on whatever platform you're listening to us on, or drop us a direct email at podcast@parentingbusiness.com. Also, if you like what you hear, please share the podcast with other parents and business owners, and don't forget to leave us a 5-star review to spread the support. And with that, let's get on with this week's show. Ben,
Well, hello.
how are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. You seem to have caught the sun a bit, Flower. You done any work today? You've just been sat on your back catching the rays.
That was over the bank holiday weekend. We are coming off a bank holiday weekend, aren't we?
We are indeed.
And
hottest on
half-term
record,
for
and
schools
don't we
and-
bloody know
oh
it.
my God. Holy shit, it's been
Warm.
hot. Too hot.
Too hot.
Too hot. Hottest May date in May ever, and hottest nighttime temperature ever recorded in May.
Those of us who have small children, don't we know that as well?
Yes, I know we've had some conversations over the weekend of small children not wanting to sleep or struggling to sleep. I struggle to sleep too. I've slept terrible in this hot weather.
I mean, we were wanting to record this last night, i.e. Monday, as we normally do, but my 4-year-old twins, they were 9:15 before they went down.
Yeah.
At least today's a bit more normal. So,
Well, thunderstorms and usual sort of stuff that comes with the hot weather. I'm just hoping that it cools it down and doesn't just make it ridiculously humid.
yeah, it's a bit humid now.
Because it gets very sticky and horrible.
Yeah, we've probably got it all
And this
week.
is where everybody rushes out to buy air conditioning units and spends a fortune on trying to keep cool for the 3 days a year that we have blistering heat. But this is quite early. I'm wondering, can we blame global warming?
Probably. I mean, people like blaming something. May as well be that.
Hey, we're British. I think I was saying to you and a couple of others that we like to complain. We either complain it's too cold.
People, I put this on my social medias for the firm this afternoon. 2 types of British people. I'll let you carry on. Go on.
Yeah, sorry. It's either we complain that it's too cold, we complain that it's raining all the time, or we complain that it's too hot.
The first. And the second type complain that it's warm and it's hot, and it's been fucking hot. Anyway, that's moaning about the weather for 3 minutes.
Well, I think to be honest, we can get back into that. I've got a couple of things I want to chat to you about relating to the weather and relating to work.
Well, look forward to that
and stuff you may or may not do in your workplace. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. But before we get on to that, let's go on to usual highs and lows.
Okay. Am I going first?
So I was going to say, in true style, we haven't planned who's going first. So go on then. You go first.
I've remembered mine this week, so let's not leave it too long. So, obviously, a 3-day weekend. Now, we did the same amount of stuff, really, that we do on a 2-day weekend. So we did the dance class, the swimming, we saw some family, we went to church, we did the weekly shop. However, when you spread that out over 3 days, we had much more time just for pissing about in the garden. We did outside, no agenda, just let's sit down and enjoy ourselves. I took a book out and I managed to read a few paragraphs between interruptions, but we just enjoyed being outside for, when you add it up over the 3 days, quite a few hours. So that was nice.
And I think that's one of the reasons that we work a compressed 4-day week. Because for me, it means the staff are less. My staff have just had a 4-day weekend. And I know that they've come back in refreshed, going, wow. But even on a 3-day weekend, it means that they're not having to rush around as much. So I do think 4-day working weeks are compressed hours, so same number of hours, but I think they are potentially more productive and better for staff. I don't know. That's my non-official evidence-based objective evidence-based opinion.
Yeah.
But I just feel it is, because I felt the same over the weekend.
Well, the way to test that one is on a bank holiday, when you've just had 3 days off, albeit Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
So for the rest of us who aren't yet convinced of your theory, shall we say,
Yeah.
this week's the benchmark. We can get more out per hour having just had 3 days off than
Yeah.
do per hour just with 2 days off.
Yeah.
It'll be, I mean, we track it. We track every job in our place, so I'll be able to tell you next week.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see the effect. I think it's a little bit difficult with it being so hot this weekend.
Yeah, we're not on full steam, to be fair, and not that I blame it at all, but we are a bit getting through it as opposed to pedal to the metal. So
yeah. So okay, let's go on to your lows, because it sounds like you had a nice weekend, which is a good high.
Yeah, good high. Yeah,
weekend.
Yeah. Taking 3 toddlers to Smith's Toy Superstore on the bike. Fucking hell. I mean, I'm the person who thinks next time MI5 catch a Russian spy, dragging the thumbnails out, just take them to IKEA. So I'm not really, it's not my thing anyway, but I asked me that horrific.
Why? Why was it horrific?
How busy it is. There's people everywhere. I don't like people. I just want to go in, buy what we've come to buy, and fuck off again. There's another tally chart in my spare box. All this talking about loads of people everywhere. I don't like it. I'm hot and bothered anyway, as is everybody else. And with 3 toddlers, you can't walk past anything without one of them really whatever you're trying to get past in the aisle. We must have spent quarter of an hour trying to get through the fucking houses. You know, the play houses, little plastic. Some of them are wood. And our little lad, he's not 2 yet. He just loves toddling up, opening the door, shutting the door, open the door, shut the door, walk inside, shut the door, open the door.
Okay.
Fucking spends his days. It's mental. Absolutely potted. When you go around the next aisle and the build, oh, can I play this game? What can you do? They were doing face painting down one of the aisles. Try getting through there in 10 minutes. Mad.
But did your kids enjoy it?
God, yeah. But it was horrific.
So actually, it's just about you being a grumpy old man.
Yeah, totally. But it's my low, and my low is. I mean,
your low is that you took your kids to a place that they absolutely loved.
You go down the next aisle, one of them loves the tractors, so you have to fucking all your powers of persuasion to get past the toy tractors and farm animals. You go a bit further, and one of the others spots the bikes, because we know we're next step up is pedal bikes sort of thing. And so, fucking go around the corner and there's somewhere else. Oh, crap. And staff are about as useless as it comes. To be fair, I started out after school jobs in retail, and I was probably equally as thick and useless. But it's a simple question, and they don't know the answer. They get the answer off fucking someone else on the radio that they've got, and then talk to you like you're thick. Well, you're the one who works here, and you didn't know. Twat. Miss Toy Store on a bank holiday is shadow of a doubt horrific. Don't go. Consumer advice: stay at home, click on the internet, and just let somebody bring it in a van next day. All right.
So what you're doing is actively suggesting that as a British manufacturer, people should buy from an online company that has the vast majority of their stuff supplied by Chinese manufacturing companies
Where does
cheap.
Where does Smith Superstore get all their products from?
Yeah.
Shows I doubt it very much. And speaking of which, fucking Chinese manufacturers, the instructions on building stuff's horrific. You don't know how to build anything. Even with IKEA, you can build stuff there.
IKEA's easy.
IKEA's a fucking terrible place to be. Sooner be waterboarded. Basically, our trampoline was fucked. It's absolutely, zip was gone, the padding's gone. So we went and brought another one, right? And just trying to put the thing together. The instruction book. You know
what?
You open up the instruction book, it just says good luck. I mean, it was fucking terrible trying to follow that.
You know what? It's a real shame that, you don't know anybody that does textile stuff around padded
Yeah.
equipment and
Yeah.
trampolines and
No.
netting
Yeah.
and PVC products and
They're all too expensive.
that could have just repaired it.
Or too expensive, or miserable bastards who just spend all day droning on about the fact. But honestly, building this thing, I mean, to be fair, being the high testosterone real man that I am, we don't read instructions, do we? We don't. Bruce Willis doesn't read instructions when he builds a trampoline. Tell me James Bond buys a trampoline for Nipper and reads the instructions, does he, Fop? So anyway,
hold on, James Bond doesn't
what?
know how many nippers he's got.
Well, that's true. That's true. He does in the last one. Where am I going with this one? Yeah, so after an hour dicking about, I cocked it up. Came back again when the kids are in bed and wife helped me out, read the instructions. It was actually not too painful, but
it was actually really easy when you read the instructions.
It wasn't really easy. It wasn't really easy. You want to see the instruction book we got? Put the pieces together. Like, thanks. Which order? Which way round? Doesn't say.
Is there not a picture?
No, there's not a fucking picture. There's these shitty little diagrams of circles and sticks. What's that meant to be?
That's your picture.
Yeah, it's a fucking shit picture. How do you know that bloody things go there? I've done £2 worth from swear jar already on this subject. I'm going 10 minutes. 10 pence a swear word. I'm up to £2 per footprints. Crikey. Anyway,
oh my God.
Anyway,
no, you
Smith's
are.
Toy Superstore.
Anyway, what have you done with your old trampoline?
It's in bits outside waiting for the scrap man to come fetch it.
Oh, is it?
Mm. It's knackered. We had it. We got it free from Facebook Marketplace 3 years ago, and it was a bit knackered then. Totally gone.
See, that's the sort of thing. I know I'm different to you. You're a tight ass in some ways, but I'm a tight ass in other ways, and that's the sort of thing where I'd have just gone, trampoline's knackered. Right, I'm going into work on a weekend or staying at work on an evening, and I'm going to do all the repairs for it.
Yeah, do you know why? Because you're stupid. You will spend 4 or 5 hours of your time saving £100.
Yeah.
Whereas if you spend those 4 or 5 hours working, you'd earn £200.
But not if I'm doing it on a kind of evening or.
Yeah, but why don't you earn the £200 on the evening then? Doesn't matter what time of day you're doing, does it? Thick twat.
But I'm creative as well. I enjoy that sort of stuff. I enjoy the work I do, even as a hobby.
Oh, there we are.
So I like making things. I'll make my own barbecue cover rather than buy one, because it's the achievement of making something yourself and going, yeah, I did that.
I hate making.
Says the guy who owns a manufacturing company.
Yeah, I've not made out for years.
No, I hear about it when I speak to your staff.
Anyway, go on.
Every time I go in.
Turn. A quarter of an hour's gone. It must be your turn now. Come on. Come on, beat that. What's your low? Did you go to the gates of hell?
Well, it felt like it with this fucking hot weather.
Yeah.
So I'd actually got written down that one of my lows is it's just too hot.
Yeah, it is too hot. I agree with you.
And it's made me grumpy. It's made me kind of, but my other low, which is a flip side to one of my highs, why is car insurance so fucking expensive now? It is ridiculous.
I pay about £500.
Yeah, I've just looked at a quote on real high. I'm looking at changing the car.
Yeah. Oh, you said last week you bored us senseless with that one the other day. Go on.
Yeah. So I thought, I'll do a quote. I'll have a look at some of the cars, and this is just an S-Max. So, family car.
Yeah, we've got one of them. It's brilliant. 7 seats. Massive boot. Take 2 seats in the boot out. You've got a huge boot, the size of a van, them boots.
Yeah, it is. And I thought, you know
for
what?
Kids, when kids get hobbies, S-Maxes are brilliant. And you ain't got to go all bloody snobby and buy a status wagon for stupid money every month.
Hold on, what's a status wagon?
All these knobheads who spend £500 to £700 per month on a SUV or a Land Rover for 3 years, 30% of that interest, and straight away you're paying shitloads more than the asking price because you're a dunce. S-Maxes fucking brilliant. I think we paid about $4,000 for ours, maybe 5.
Yeah, no, I've seen a couple of nice ones that I might go and look at, and I was also looking at Ford Galaxies, the bigger one.
Similar thing.
Yeah, similar thing, but a bit bigger, because I thought either of those will do. Chucked the reg into insurance, and it's not like it's 300 brake horsepower or something, and they're common. S-Max are common, so parts are cheap, parts are everywhere. You can always find one that's been chucked into a ditch, so you can even get parts from breakers. It's like nearly £800 for insurance.
Yeah, mental.
It is insurance is ridiculous. Sorry,
just you.
That's just me.
No, I know, but is it expensive because it's you? We don't pay anything like that for ours.
Don't get me wrong. Now, are yours down as business?
No.
You see,
you'll have it as carrying stock and stuff.
No, I've got it as business use. So it's not for carrying stock. But you realise, obviously, you're driving to a customer in the middle of the day. That's business use.
Oh, no, I completely agree. But it's one of them, and it does it with a lot of bank accounts. Is similar. Just because you're a business, why do I have to pay? You say you're a business, they charge you because they can.
Yeah. No, I've not said I am a business. I'm saying I'm using it for business stuff. I.e., if you drive to a meeting during the day and you haven't got business insurance, you're not insured.
Well, don't tell them you're going to a meeting then. It's not hard, is it? So I have to put up with listeners every week. Good job we don't do prep work and never bloody get anything. Go on in, what's your high?
So my high is business is picking up.
Good.
So I've been pleased about that. It's it's not gone mad. So I'm pleased about that. It's been a little bit tight. It's not gone mad, but yeah, we're starting to get a lot more business in.
Yeah. Good.
Obviously, I'm a geek. So looking for new cars, I kind of geek out on, because I look at all the stats. Okay, what's the mileage? What's the, what miles per gallon am I going to get on this model? What's the features that are on it? Because I do like my gadgets as well. I like my cruise control and automatic wipers and all this, that, and the other. Just because it makes it lazy. Automatic headlights. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I geek out on all of that sort of stuff, and then I like to plan things. So we've been looking at planning a holiday. My partner's been down over the bank holiday weekend, so we've been looking at the summer holiday.
Your partner's been down for the bank holiday weekend, and you don't see her all that often. And your highlight of the week is car shopping.
But we've been in my defence,
who's to say romance is dead?
We've been car shopping together.
Had a great time scrolling through Auto Trader while girlfriend I don't see very often sat in the other room. Bloody hell.
No, we were sat in the same room whilst I was scrolling through Auto Trader.
Well, you know what, they wouldn't make a love story out of you, would they?
No, but we've been planning family holiday as well.
No, that does.
And actually,
nice.
that is something we've been planning family time in the summer.
Okay.
Now,
in a hotel, scrolling through Auto Trader. Come on.
It is challenging.
Yes.
It is challenging because, as
no Wi-Fi where you're thinking.
She stays in Scotland.
Yeah.
And the kids go to school in Scotland. And Scotland holidays do not tally particularly well with England holidays. There is only a 2-week crossover in the summer holidays. So timings and things are really tricky. We think we've sorted it. We've worked out dates. We've looked at with locations and, but even UK holidays are so expensive. I think I've mentioned this before. It's ridiculous. But we think we've found where we want to go. We've just got to work out a few logistics around dog sitters and all that shebang. But yeah, it's that's been a high for me because I like planning things to look forward to.
Yeah, of course we all
like. And I like planning experiences as well.
We've talked about experiences on previous ones, haven't you?
Yeah.
You are still sore, is that recovered?
My arse is always sore. Yeah, my arse is always sore. Anyway, moving on.
Move it on. You're going to tell me what today is.
There's the short for this week's episode.
But you coming up.
Well,
Thursday, 28th of May.
I'm going to tell you what day it is that I've not already told you.
In anticipation for the last 10 minutes since we started, or 25 minutes since we started.
No.
What is happening today?
Today?
Yeah.
We're 6 months old.
Oh, we are 6 months old. I thought we were on about...
I know. And I thought I'd drop that one in. We are now officially 6 months into the Parenting Business podcast.
And we said we would. We have been consistent.
Yeah, consistently.
Not missed a week. Christmas
no, we
week.
haven't
Other
missed
than
a
Christmas
week.
We've not missed a week. Is that right?
No, we didn't technically even miss a week Christmas week.
Even miss Christmas week. Now, there's dedication.
We pre-recorded.
We did? Okay, yeah.
So we are now on episode 27.
27.
Listeners will say, hold on, but there's 52 weeks in the year. It should be episode 26. In our first week, we recorded 2 episodes because of the budget.
We did a budget special.
We recovered a bonus.
We've been trying things, and if it didn't really work, we don't carry it on. We did story time the other week.
I love the fact that you've just said, if it don't really work, we carry it on, and yet we don't carry it on, and yet we're still here.
We won't do a budget special again, is what I meant.
Bloody hell, we won't
listen to that back. But we keep trying things. Some things stick. Some people like the dad joke, so that sticks in. Yeah. So
yeah, you love the dad joke.
I love the dad joke. They've got a cracking one today. Absolute crack.
We'll save that one. We'll save that one.
Absolute.
So yes, we are officially 6 months in.
That's quite impressive, really.
To the parenting business.
Yeah.
And I know we do this for ourselves, but we've got regular listeners.
We do.
Thank you for listening, regular listeners.
And some of them pitch in with ideas.
Yeah,
which is nice and helpful.
We do get some
gives
feedback.
Us something to go off. Yeah.
And we are slowly building momentum.
Slowly, it's fine.
And in 6 months, we've had some awesome guests as well.
Absolutely. Everything from business coaches to sportsmen to athletes to Finnish ladies in Spain, midlife coach psychologists.
Yes. Yeah, so
we've
who
had
knows
guys with some really, really heart-wrenching stories to tell. And there's all. And they've been an inspiration.
Yeah, both personal life and business life.
And we only today got a message through from somebody who was listening to Tyre's episode and talking about what a wonderful woman she is.
Yeah, it is.
So the interaction with some of your listeners is actually quite humbling. It's
been really great.
But yeah, we're actually making an impact in a small way.
And who knows what the next 6 months is going to bring? We didn't know. Although we've pushed and we've pushed, we didn't know that we were still going to be here in 6 months recording drivel every week. And we've got here, and I think we've achieved a lot in 6 months.
I think we've done all right.
And I say, who knows what the next 6 months will bring? It links to that business.
Stay tuned in.
It links to business. It's that consistency.
Yes.
It's that doing something consistently.
Some people start a business thinking there's one big event that one big step to greatness. What's the best way of that? Sometimes there is the best way. You just got to start. Get on with it, and you'll learn as you go. So, thanks for putting up with us, because some weeks has been utter drivel. Let's be right, more trite than a butcher's, but others have been a real pleasure and really good. So, thank you, listeners, for staying.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
And we did get a bit of some feedback from last week's episode with Mel, our coach, who basically specialises in people who are stuck. At the minute, having mental blocks and just get through this hurdle sort of thing. And somebody wrote into me asking we should do a call-in show with Mel because he had questions about himself, and we could have a phone-in segment to the show every now and then. So we're gonna
Okay.
brainstorm that one and see what we think.
Yeah, that's an
Can we get
interesting one.
a few people with some questions, and then if it goes well, we might carry it on, and if it doesn't, hey, we've tried.
Yeah, maybe that's something we do on YouTube, because I know we can set up lives and things, because that's,
Or
that's not
pre-record
a
it.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can't pre-record a phone-in show. It's usually live.
Is it? Yeah, but
They don't
have to be, does it?
they don't pre-record. But how do people know when to phone in?
Oh, we'll arrange it with them. This modern
We could
technology
do a
is
question and
amazing.
answers show.
Yeah, it's a question and answer show.
Right. Oh, okay.
I can do it live. I'm happy to do it live.
Yeah. Well, geez, can you imagine us doing it live?
What's the fucking
amount of
so we just
the
sit
amount.
here
I was going
droning
to
on
say
anyway?
the amount of drivel, and the fact that often I have to edit this down to get it to a sensible time. We'd be here till midnight.
The waffle off. Oh.
Although if we did a live, I wonder how much abuse we'd get from random people clicking in and going, "Oh, what's that?" Hey, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should actually. Yeah, maybe one week we'll pull together on maybe an evening or something in the UK, and we'll just do a live.
Write in with your suggestions. What do you want to see?
Write in with your suggestions of no, don't do a live because
bother.
you talk absolute shit. Yeah.
No, but we'll think about it. I think the phone-in idea could be good because quite often, if one person is thinking it, there's 10 others too scared to say it.
Absolutely.
And I can find a question or two for Mel. I'm pretty sure you can.
I think that's one of the reasons.
The person who got in touch with me has got several. So
yeah, but I think that's one of the reasons that we have guests, because they've been through things, and we've always said that guests that we have on that have been through things, there's probably 10 other people that have been through the same or similar type thing and want to, and maybe find comfort in knowing that, oh, actually, I'm not the only person that's been through this. They got through it. Maybe I can get through it, and maybe I can reach out to that person that came onto an episode and chat with them about their experiences. And this isn't, for me, we've talked about sharing experiences and things. And we've talked about going to network events and it being cathartic, understanding and talking to people that are in the same boat. I see this podcast also as the opportunity for people to reach out to others and network, whether that's to us directly or whether that's to guests.
And even if they don't, they listen along and know that they're not alone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're not alone.
Oh, God, don't start singing. That's another listener that's just dropped off.
Asleep or off the planet.
Anyway, I think we're waffling.
I've got a question for you.
Oh, hold on. Is this one?
So we're in Smith's Toy Superstore getting our faces painted.
Oh, what did you have? Did you have an Elsa?
We got our faces painted, and the question from one of my little girls: why do foxes have black noses?
Why does any dog have a black?
But why do all the four-legged animals then have black noses? And not other animals. Why don't birds have black noses? And yet all the four-legged mammals do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you on the spot, just like what noise does a giraffe make, hasn't it? And
no.
Fuck knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't?
Or more, why are we seemingly the only mammal that doesn't have a black nose?
We're not. Monkeys tend not to have black noses. It's the four-legged.
They're not. I thought monkeys generally had black noses. Gorillas do.
No. Well, gorillas do, but gorillas have black faces and everything. Chimpanzees don't, do they? Rafiki, who knows the way, he didn't have a black nose.
Did he not?
No. I can Google chimpanzees.
I'm Googling, yeah.
Chimpanzees don't have black noses?
No, I don't think they do.
Yeah.
I'm thinking back to my... hold on. Yeah, they do. Or a lot of them do. They actually, even those with a kind of lighter complexion, have a darker coloured nose.
Are we on about chimpanzees?
Mm-hmm.
Do they?
Yeah. They tend to be much darker around. They are much darker and...
Yeah, fair enough.
around the nose.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, I mean, she asked for foxes, and then quite a few animals, because tigers, they all have black noses. Oh, yeah. You don't know? Your dogs have black noses?
Yeah, all my dogs have black
All have
noses.
black noses.
Occasionally dogs will have kind of almost a lighter spots, or almost like reverse freckles on their nose. But yeah.
Anyway, this quacker of a joke I said I'd got.
Yeah.
What is
It must be good.
He's got the what is a duck's favourite drug?
Dunno.
Quack cocaine.
Oh dear, these
Probably where
do
we
get
say
worse.
adieu.
No, it's not. We've still got lots to talk about.
Have we? That's got to be one of the best ones I've said, surely. Quack cocaine.
Oh dear. No, I've not. Yeah, this isn't time to go yet.
It's it.
No, we've still got lots to waffle on about.
Go on, then you waffle on, because I'm out of subjects now.
Right, you're always out.
I'm already.
So I'm going to come back to.
I'm already up to £3.10 for Mark's charity.
I'm going to come back to and bring us back on to a bit of a topic that might actually support some people rather than just waffling on. Certainly those that work in businesses and things and manage businesses. Keeping staff cool through the summer. Now, we've just had a bit of a mini heat wave, and we're only in May. We're probably going to get a few more very warm days or weeks in the summer months, or I kind of hope so. It gets really hot in our place. I'm sure it gets really hot in your place. You mentioned earlier that actually people were just kind of getting through the day
We're
rather
not quite
than
full throttle, and and I can't break in the slightest. There's certainly no issue from me on that one.
Yeah, and has been talk around introducing a maximum working temperature for.
No, fuck off.
Yeah,
they just want us all to go bust, don't they?
I know they do. There's already a minimum working temperature. They're now
about 16 degrees, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. They're now
and it does come with
caveats.
It does come with caveats. If it's under 16, you have to provide X, Y, Z to keep them warm.
Yes. Well, it's slightly different dependent on
frozen food industry.
On the work. Yeah, it's slightly different depending on the type of work they're doing as well.
Go on, then what's the maximum going to be? If the bottom one's 16, the maximum is going to be what, 17 and a half?
Yeah, they've talked about it. Or there's been mention of unions and things suggesting that they might lobby for it. But what do you do? What hints or tips or things do you do at work?
No, not really. We've got gas blow heaters, and we run them, but without the gas. So it's in effect big fans. The fridge is full of water, still in sparkling, as a hydration. That's about it.
Okay. Do you change working practices? So, for example, encourage. I'm guessing, do your guys have a 30-minute break or an hour lunch break? Or
no. There's 2 5-minute breaks, cigarette breaks, and then lunch break in the middle. So they have half an hour paid break.
Right. Okay. Do you introduce things like additional breaks if it's really hot?
Not as yet. And today was what, 31 degrees?
We got to 33.
Okay.
As an outside temperature, but sometimes factories get hotter than that.
It's colder inside out, but it was humid and sticky.
Yeah. But do you ever walk in with? Because I occasionally will just walk in with a load of ice creams as well to keep kind of staff morale up and go, right, here's an ice cream for everyone. No. God, you're a mean boss.
Mm-hmm.
to get to Audi or Lidl and buy a load of ice cream.
Sometimes you're too nice to everybody, and they all start taking the piss, man. What we do is I do bring in treats, as you say, when productivity is above a certain level.
Yeah.
So that's not the end of the world for me to add ice creams to that. It's just not really something we've thought about because it happens infrequently. We can all have a good moan today.
Yeah.
We might have a good moan again on Thursday when it's warm but not quite as much, and then probably won't be this warm again till August.
I think we might have a warm summer.
Oh, possibly.
I think we are going to get a warmer summer.
August. Probably have a lovely August. Too busy raining in July. We'll see, won't we? We'll see. I'm certainly not.
Yeah.
I'm not against what you're saying, but we haven't come across it enough for
No,
me
I was
to make
curious
it a regular thing.
as to whether you do anything.
Hydration's a big one. There's an element of you can't, as an employer, you have to wipe your staff's arse on certain things. You can't expect them to do silly little things like look after their own welfare. But there is a line. It wasn't that long ago, a few years ago, we paid for everybody to be on Westfield Health, and when they did get poorly, they wouldn't fucking go.
Yeah.
You know, I paid for them to get seen at the dentist quicker. They didn't. They just wanted a fortnight off with a poorly tooth. So you kind of think I'm not that bothered about going above and beyond because they don't even do the minimum, which is a bit cynical of me to say, but it is my experience.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
so keeping
it does
them
seem quite
hydrated.
cynical.
Yeah, very cynical. But it's also years and years of keep trying to do this for your staff and none of you are bothered. It does get quite demoralising when you try and do your best and no one cares. Literally 13 staff, one of them was grateful for the health scheme. It's like, Christ, why do I bother? So hydration is a big one because you do really start to flag.
Yeah.
If you don't keep your hydration, so the fridge is nice and full. No, I'm on board with the ice lollies. I don't mind that.
And do you pay for? I'm assuming you pay for that. It's a company expense. And
company expense. Yeah.
Have you ever thought of? And I've never really considered it because of the expense. But have you ever considered things like water coolers, that sort of stuff, rather than just bottles in a fridge?
Yeah, it's not worth the money.
Right. Okay.
In my view. I did look at it a while ago, a few years ago, but what they charge, just buy some bottles from Asda and put it in the fridge.
Yeah. And then refill them with tap water because it's cheaper.
Got it in one.
Well, you know what? When you buy bottled water, you're not buying water. Water's free. You're buying a plastic bottle.
You buy the bottle. Yeah, the same as when you pay your water bill. You're paying for the drainage, mostly. And the
yeah. But, you're paying for it to be piped to your house.
Piped out. Yeah. So, I can see myself doing the ice cream one. The water cooler one, it was the rental of it, which cost of buying one's too high, the cost of renting one's too high for what you're getting. Send somebody to the Tesco with
not even on the plumbed in ones.
Can't remember. I'm going back a few years. Can't remember.
Yeah. I'm just curious because I've considered it, but I've never really looked at it, even when we've had 12 or 13 staff.
I think I spent less than a £5 today on 24 bottles of water.
Yeah.
And the water is about a litre or so. Yeah, keep them hydrated. Do your best, but for me, don't go to a considerable expense over something that's only going to happen half a dozen times a year. Really, you're not going to get much gratitude for anyway.
I don't know. I think we have maybe slightly different staff because I walk in with ice creams. Geez, my staff eyes light up, and they generally are more productive after it.
Yeah.
Your staff may be different, and I think it's different for different companies.
I mean, to be fair, I've not done the ice cream one, but some of the other stuff we've done. The bonus scheme, no one gives a shit.
No, I've done those sorts of things in the past.
Extra money in your pocket for making sure it's quality checked and making sure it's tidy and making it turn up on time. They still don't fucking turn up on time, and then they moan at you because they haven't had the bonus. Well, you didn't fucking turn up on time. Yeah,
I get that, and I think it's me the thing I see has the most impact is the things that they're not expecting. So you offer a bonus scheme or health insurance or whatever, it becomes it's just part of the job.
Yeah.
But for me, when I turn up with ice creams on a hot day and go, right, ice cream for everybody, they suddenly go, oh.
Yeah.
It's recognised that, it's hot, that we're working through it. And that everybody getting through a really hot day and not working at full pace, maybe it picks up that productivity a bit.
Potentially. What I do is we do go in with the cakes from Greg's or whatever, when productivity and output is fairly high and we don't communicate the threshold. So they don't know at what point I bring the cakes.
Yeah.
They just know, been a good week, well done, here's some cakes.
Yeah.
They don't, they're like you say about the expectations.
Yes.
We don't have a reach this point and then stop working because you're going to get a pat on the head.
Yeah.
Know.
It's funnily enough, from a consumer point of view, it's the Five Guys fries thing. Do you know this?
No, I don't eat out.
So Five Guys, and it's the difference
Five Guys,
between.
Are they all going bust at the minute?
Oh no, I don't know. I don't think they are. That's Wagamamas or someone. Anyway, this is the difference between an accountant looking at something and a marketing person looking at something. So, if you go into any Five Guys, you'll order your burger and your fries and your shake or whatever it is. So they'll fill up your cup of fries, and Five Guys have a policy that they put your cup of fries into your bag with your meal, into your little paper bag thing, and then they always give you an extra scoop of fries. Now, an accountant would look at that and go, over Five Guys Global, that's cost us £4.5 million in extra potatoes a year. But what it's actually done is given the customer something where they weren't expecting it, and they go, oh, yeah, I've got a load more fries.
It's customer retention, and they feel special because they get more fries. Well, we send sweets out sometimes with products.
Absolutely.
Took a few Haribo or celebrations in the bag.
But for me, that applies to staff as well.
Yeah.
That aids staff retention and aids staff morale for something that, for Five Guys, actually, the cost of those fries per person is peanuts. Yeah. Okay, it might mount up because they're a multinational company and so on and so forth, but actually, as a percentage of their profits...
they'll make it back tenfold.
Yeah. And that's the same as I have with staff. If I walk in on a hot day, or I pop out at lunchtime on a hot day, because there's no point me walking in first thing in the morning. But if I pop out at lunchtime and go, I'm just going to go and grab my lunch, and then I come back with a pack of ice creams, say, right, everybody get those down, yeah? Here's an ice cream. The staff go, oh, wasn't expecting that. This is a good place to work. Oh yeah, I need to keep trying. I need us to be successful. So that, £5 I've spent on ice creams or cakes, or sometimes I've done this before where I've just ordered a Deliveroo from Greg's or whatever in the middle of winter, and obviously taking into account what people eat. I'm fortunate in mine, but I just order a load of sausage rolls. They'll turn up, the little delivery driver will turn up and go, here's the stuff, and I'll go, do you want sausage roll, everyone?
Yeah. I think it's got to be linked to a positive. I think you've got to link it to, you had a good week, well done.
I agree. I agree with those at times.
Because if you do it
sometimes you have to do things out the blue.
If you do it when things are crap and you do it when things are good.
I don't think it's always about it being crap and good. It's the Five Guys thing. It's the customer retention thing.
Yeah, here's you.
If morale's low at some point, because maybe the business isn't good and all this, that and the other, which means that output isn't great, potentially you can lift morale and increase output. Or you can keep people going, actually, I'm going to stick out with this. I'm going to just try that a little bit harder. So this isn't a do it every week kind of thing, but this is a dropping in unexpected things at times, regardless of output.
I think you link it
maybe,
to
it's really cold today.
Yeah, God, yeah, I'm all for that. I just think you link it to something where you're saying, well done you, that was good.
But can't you link something else to that?
Yeah, I mean, you can always find something.
Can't you link something like, here's a £10 voucher for everybody?
Yeah.
Rather than, here's an ice cream.
It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be.
No.
You don't have to spend much to get that reaction.
Yeah, but what I mean is something around, we've talked about financial incentives, something around voucher type incentives rather than a fixed incentive scheme, because it just becomes the norm.
Yeah.
You do a cash or voucher random incentives when stuff's really good, and you do the throwaway things, if you like, the ice cream or the sausage rolls or the, everybody's, I've just ordered a Costa coffee for everybody. Just as a, morale booster. It's not an incentive. It's just so that people go, oh, that was a really nice thing of them to do.
Yeah, you need to do it from time to time, but as people, we are inherently keen, a lot of us, on being people pleasers. And I'm just wary of doing it for the sake of it, because I've been there. I've spent I've spent so much time in my past. How can I be better for my staff? And half of them don't give a shit anyway. You have a loss-making period, and you go, put my arm around you, it'll be all right, puppet. No, fucking crack on, pull your finger out.
I agree that there's a crack on, but there's carrot and stick.
If all you do is carrots every week, sunshine and rainbows, Dorothy.
I'm not saying carrots every week. It sounds like you use stick all the time. I'm saying dropping a few more carrots.
I stick very little. I don't know. I'm old-fashioned. I think your reward for going to work is getting paid. I mean, what a knobhead am I?
Yeah, I agree. I agree, but staff morale.
But equally, sometimes staff morale is the environment. You don't have to give them a present.
It's not a present.
Where is it? If it's not linked to performance, and you're giving them all these gifts,
they're not.
Not Christmas, is it? Well,
is an ice cream a gift?
Yeah. Are they paying for it? Are they paying for it?
Really?
It's a gift. Of course, it's a gift. It's a nice thing to do. It's a gift.
No, right. It's a nice thing to do.
Yeah, there you go. It's a gift then. You're giving them something.
But why not do it without expectation?
I'm not saying don't do it without expectation.
But
now it's expectation is a gift. If you're doing it with expectation, it's a performance related.
Exactly. And you're talking about only
That's
doing
where I am,
it
performance related.
As performance related, which means you're not doing it linked to caring about their mental health, their morale, their such and such. You're doing it only because you want more performance out of them.
Presence, yeah. No, not want more, but when, as I recognise, going above and beyond, recognise everything's gone well this week, well done. It's a recognition.
Okay. But why not? It's a recognition that it's been really hot this week.
Yeah, because it's not been hot very often.
Or a recognition that actually people have been struggling, and I want you to all be happy.
Do you know who else
here's a little
struggles?
perk.
Do you know who else struggles? Fucking me.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
No one gives a shit about the boss, do they?
No. But usually the boss gets other benefits.
Such as, when it's going well.
Absolutely.
How many people is it really going well for at the minute?
Yeah.
I would suggest not the majority.
Yeah. I understand that. And it's in those challenging times that you need to find ways to keep staff morale high.
Don't lose your job at the minute, because there's not many others out there. Now, granted, I'm not suggesting communicating that in such a blunt way, but it is a fact of the current conditions we find ourselves.
Yeah, it is. But that's still, I don't give a shit about you as a worker. You're here because you can't find a job anywhere else.
Yeah. And I think that characterization is a little harsh of where I'm at.
Yes, and that was a very, very blunt comment.
I don't think we're massively far apart. I'm just less generous than you on doing it as often.
I'm not saying I do it often. I was talking about cold temperatures and things. I'm not. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying every few months or so, maybe.
Christ,
yeah,
I've brought cakes in 3 out of the last 4 weeks.
Yeah. I don't.
Before that, it was a good 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking about doing
effort based,
doing it every week.
Well done. Yeah.
But if it's only based on effort, what happens that one time when your staff go, well, I tried really hard and I didn't get a fucking cake?
Then you don't want them on the payroll. Don't want someone who thinks like that. I've had people who thinks like that.
But does that not create an environment of that where it's only...
No. When a couple start thinking like that, the couple over here who don't think like that all get pissed off with each other.
Yeah. But do you not create the risk of that?
Some things are out of your control. You can't control
by only rewarding, by creating a routine where you're only ever rewarding performance? Or what if
But it's a team
you
thing.
reward?
It's not. No, it's not. It's not on a personal level. It's a team thing.
Yeah, no, it's a team
Or the
thing.
team doesn't. All right.
I get that, but what
Right.
if you're rewarding just like that?
Yeah.
Then person that didn't pull their weight still gets cake.
Mhm.
What about the people that worked harder though? Does that not
They're
then
normally
make them think?
They're normally paid more.
As a general rule, they're normally
Yeah, we
paid
track
more.
everybody's output,
Yeah.
and we have a meeting every quarter. And if one of them deserves to be paid more, there's no quibble from me. If I can see the proof, get it.
Okay, so you're changing people's pay every quarter.
We are reviewing it regularly.
Okay.
It is.
Does it go down if they?
No, that's illegal, Stuart. We don't do illegal things other than you when you don't pay them enough. Get fined by HMRC for making them lock.
No.
2 minutes
It's only illegal to pay them below minimum wage.
Mm.
If you've putting them up.
Can you dock wages?
No, I'm not talking about docking wages. I'm talking about amending their wages.
Don't know. I have to refer to a HR person on that one. I would imagine that is the best way of somebody leaving.
Yes, absolutely. I'm not saying that you do it, but what happens if their performance then drops?
Yeah, I agree.
So, for example, with that situation,
profit share and bonus schemes.
Yeah, you have somebody.
Less profit share.
That's it. You have somebody that works their arse off for 3 months, gets their review, gets a bit of a pay rise, and then they drop off, and somebody else then works their arse off for the next 3 months.
It's not just to work your arse off; it's a progression of skills.
Okay.
So we see you can now use a screwdriver as well as a hammer. Well done, you. Here's an extra £1.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I get that. So it's not performance related; it's skill related.
It's skill related and it's output related. So some people will work
output volume.
Some people will work their arse off and still get less done than the person who works more efficiently.
Yeah, I get that, but what I'm saying is, if somebody then their output reduces.
Yeah, never had that. I have had that. Performance reviews. No, we didn't dock them. They went on to performance review.
Yeah, but what I mean is, and then somebody else's increases, and they kind of look at, well, hold on, I'm now being paid the same as them, and they're now doing less.
Yeah.
Their performance is dropped.
Yeah.
And I've had to work my arse off.
Yeah. Just because
and be more efficient.
Because we review it quarterly doesn't necessarily mean it changes quarterly.
Right. Okay. And this is where my morale boosting things come in as this isn't about how well you perform. This is about creating a team that feel valued as a team, not as individuals.
And when output and productivity is good, my team feel valued.
So do you devalue them when productivity
I mean, not
drops?
intentionally, but I'm less generous with here's a load of stuff for having a shit month. But
it's not a load of stuff. It's a morale boost that costs you a few quid.
Oh, no, I hear you. But if they expect it every time, it's no longer a nice thing because they just expect it.
But it's not that's what I'm saying. It's not an expected thing. It's it's almost like a random act of kindness.
After 10 minutes plus of going round in circles, we'll agree to disagree that I don't like random. It has to be linked to an achievement, and that's the difference between us.
Okay.
It sounds like we do similar on a similar frequency, but you do it just because I fancy it today, and I do it because something's been put. No,
I do it to show appreciation for getting through things like a tough time with the business. You guys have been, we've had a lot of struggles at times. You know what? Everybody's feeling a little bit low because stuff's been shit recently.
So when you thank them for going through a tough time, you're showing appreciation I've got for a tough time. There's literally fuck all between us. I'm showing appreciation for having a good month. They've achieved something. Getting through a tough time is an achievement.
or they're in they're in a tough time. They're going through a tough time.
What do you mean personally?
No, as a business.
The business is going through a tough time.
Yeah, the business is going through a really tough time at the minute. You know what? You know, you're still here. You've not left us. You know, I appreciate the fact that you're turning up to work every day.
That's what you get paid wages for.
Even though...
No, I appreciate I'm old-fashioned, but you get wages for turning up to work. That's... Yeah, okay.
Even though you probably don't feel like turning up for work because morale's low, business is slow, so on and so forth. I'm not saying I do that every single time. What I'm saying is that just that thing can give a little bit of a boost. And it isn't always performance related. Doesn't have to be. Sometimes it's just to do something nice for your staff, just so that they turn around and go, you know what?
Spit on you if you were on fire.
He's a good guy. Maybe that's the difference between, you know, my staff and your staff. Mine would. Mine, well.
Yours would spit. You won't have to be on fire. No, and it's tough.
No, it sounds like yours would spit on you if you're not on fire.
This one is so tough because
it's a balance.
I talk about 13 staff. 4 of them would walk over hot coals for me, and 4 or 5 of them, pain in the arse, get into light, fucking constantly, and then it's split into thirds.
Yeah.
And yeah,
but do you not want to create an entire team that would walk on hot coals
that'd be lovely,
for the whole company?
That'd be fantastic. But it's finding them. You have to go through.
Can you not create them?
No, you have to go through 10 staff to find ones you like. It's character. We don't build people's characters. That's done through early childhood, school, other jobs. By the time you come to work for us in your 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever, you kind of, your mindset, your character, your being is already largely set, isn't it? Tell you what, you keep creating.
So the reason I say that is this isn't manufacturing related, but I used to do a lot of work for London companies, and and for a very large multinational people company, a service company that supplies people for lots of different government contracts and things. I won't mention their specific name, but they're one of these that hits the press at times when things go bad with prisons or this, that, and the other, and it's something that they've managed. But they do facilities management.
We've said it on this show before. Serco are always in the news.
Yeah, along with G4S and other ones that may be involved, because I don't want to get in trouble with any particular company that I may or may not have worked for. So, but working for companies like that, when it's really, really hot, someone comes in with ice cream or those cakes or this, that, and the other, just because they go, you know what, we appreciate that you're here. The morale, we would walk over hot coals for that manager, for that, for that contract, because of that. You're going, you know what, that manager makes me feel valued for being me. Not for, not just because I bust my gut at times or this, that, and the other, but for being part of a team. Why do companies take people on team building days?
Because we've got money to waste. No, I hear you.
But is that
wrong.
A waste?
I've
taken staff on team building days.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying people who are team players, I agree with you, that's brilliant. Not everybody is. They are getting harder to find. Team players are getting harder to find.
But you can create team players.
Eventually. It's not.
It takes work.
It's not that easy.
But it's those team players that stick with you.
Out of 84 applicants, you pick 5 that you want to see. Only 1 turns up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Christ, it's.
Yeah, but that's a good start.
What do you mean it's a good start? You got 1.
No, what I mean is that. Yeah, that 1 person.
Yeah.
That they turned up. Yeah. That is a good start for them. For them to become a team player, because they've turned up, they've put the effort in, and for you to create them.
It's clear the other 83 aren't, but what I'm saying is it's harder to find now.
But you can create them. I used to run leadership courses.
Tell you what, write a fucking book about it.
And run corporate team build and that sort of stuff. And those big companies doing those sorts of things build successful teams. Doing those things like, you know what? We're having an away day because we're going to get everybody gelling more as a team. You know what? It's a bit like your cakes. You know what? We're all going to sit down, have an extra 15 minutes, and we're all going to sit and just eat cakes together.
Yeah. I mean, it's the fallout. I mean, do you take yours on Christmas parties?
So we have done
drama that is. I don't want to go there. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. By the time a team of 13, you get 4 of them turn up. One of them's pissed out his skull because he don't want to come in the first place. The other one can't be arsed with it, and the whole thing's just, why do you fucking bother?
So I've done Christmas parties before, and the Christmas parties I've run, everybody's turned up, and some of those were Christmas parties where they paid for themselves. So they had to pay for because we said, look, we can contribute to the Christmas party. We'll contribute this much, but you're paying the rest if you want to come. It's not compulsory.
Yeah.
And
no, that's how I did
every member of staff turned up.
I gave a manager a budget and says you can spend that. If you want to go over, you're finding it yourselves. And to be fair, they did. Yeah.
I did it with them, but I had every single person turn up. I did an away day with staff at an old company. Every single person turned up. Productivity increased because everybody went, we're a team. You know, if creating a team wasn't possible, team building events wouldn't exist. And one way to create a team is those little things of, you know what, let's all go and have an ice cream together. It's hot. Let's go and have an ice cream. Let's go and have a cake. It's not about performance all the time as a team. It's about just being a team. So that's my argument for it.
How do you explain to some of my customers that we can't get your job done on time because we've gone raft building?
You don't. What you do is you tell your customers, no, but customers do appreciate that sort of thing. You communicate to customers, right, we're actually going to be, just so that you're aware, we're not in next Thursday or Friday or whatever day of the week you choose because we're away on a team day.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of your big customers will
appreciate
it.
Yeah.
Go, no, I'm not. Yeah, we appreciate that. You're looking after your staff.
I'm not as against it as I seem. I'm just against the practicalities because when we've tried things before, it's just been disappointing.
I totally understand about running those incentives around, we give you medical insurance, we do this.
No, but also
because I don't think they are appreciated. I would much rather save that money I'd spent on medical insurance and go, you know what, we're all going go-karting or whatever.
Tried it. Been there.
You've got to find the right thing that you're.
And there's the problem when you've got different people
team.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You've got different demographics to make the team
and that is really difficult.
From 60-year-old ladies to teenage boys, and right, let's all go karting, as you say.
Yeah, but that's why the smaller things, like, you know, pretty much everybody likes ice cream. Pretty much everybody likes cakes.
Yeah, no, I'll go with that.
You know, that's why those little small things of, you know, middle of the day, random point, middle of the day. Right, everybody, you know, you get an extra 15 minutes paid break. Let's all, you know, I've got cakes in here. Should we all go and have cake together and a cup of coffee?
That sort of thing I'm not so bad with.
Completely random.
Going moreover, it's, I don't know.
You see, I would say that your bigger thing, like your go-karting,
tried it a few times and I've been disappointed.
Is a performance thing. You've all done really well. We're doing this. We're having a day away as a performance thing.
Yeah.
Even if that is actually, you know what, I'm ordering in pizzas for everybody. You've all done really well. I'm ordering pizza for everybody. Or we're going to finish early on this day, and there's a really nice cafe down the road. We're all going to go there. I'm going to whatever.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Thinking of something that everybody can do. You know, we're all going to go to the pub for a pub lunch.
Yeah, it tried it. I mean, there's an element of how we do it different, but what we've done in the past is come up with these ideas, put it to the staff. What do you want to do? None of them want to do it.
Yeah, but I don't put it to the staff.
Fair, but not many want to do it. It's only the minority who, that'd be good. Can I go home early? Well, no, if that's your attitude, we'll get some work done. I'm trying to do something nice for you, and you're not bothered.
But
That's
that's
been
where
overridingly my experience of trying to do nice things for staff.
I get that,
Less than
and that's
half
where
bothered,
that's
and it
where
just
I
pisses you
would
off.
give people two options.
Mm.
So your options are, I've decided we're going to go and do this. And then say, you don't make it go-karting or something when you've got 60-year-old people that are never going to want go-karting.
Yeah.
We're all going to go to the pub for a pub lunch, or, and then you know what, you can knock off after that, or you can stay here and work. They're your two choices. One of two choices. Which one are they going to choose? You don't give them the option of, oh, would you like to do this? No, you're doing this, or you're staying here and doing work. Which one do you want?
Well, you're a bastard for making them do stuff they don't want to do.
What, going and having a free meal?
Yeah, half of them don't like each other. I mean, not now, but previously.
Okay, so but to counteract that, is it not about creating those relationships, trying to create those relationships and that harmony earlier?
I think you're optimistic.
Before they don't like each other.
I think you're optimistic.
Maybe I am.
You are.
Maybe.
And I'm pessimistic.
Yeah.
Our relative experiences have clearly been varied. In the end,
but what about?
I just went, here's a budget if you want to go and do something. And the minority want to do something. So why not keep it?
But where's your buy-in to that? If you're just saying, here's a budget, go and do something.
No, that's after trying half the stuff you've banged on about. Should we all go out for a meal on a Friday, go home early? No.
Don't ask them. Tell them we're going out for a meal on Friday. You're still paying them at that point.
And I'm going.
You're paying them. You're paying them to sit and eat food.
That's what makes it.
And you're paying for their food.
That's what makes it bloody painful.
They go home to their partners or whoever's at home, whatever, and go, Ben took us all for dinner today. I wasn't expecting that. Or took us out for lunch.
You're optimistic.
The unexpected.
Doesn't work like that.
Maybe I am, but I've never.
We go out for Christmas and a meal, and that's almost forced sort of thing. And the atmosphere is palpable. Atmosphere, awful.
Christmas, I do think Christmas is a difficult one. We've talked about Christmases and things before. I think that Christmases are a difficult one because Christmases are. They tend to be evenings. They tend to be after work. I bet if you took everybody for a Christmas meal in the middle of the day when they're still getting paid, they'll all go, yeah, okay. That's not how it should be, and I'm not saying that you should do that. But I think there's a difference between the Christmas meal of people, all wanting to do different things, and they don't want to go into town on a Friday night or whatever that is, because I'm now in my 70s and I'm tucked up with my Horlicks at 7 o'clock in the evening because I'm knackered. There's a difference between that and telling them literally on the day. You'll still be finishing your guys finish at 2, don't you? So just telling them at 11:30, right guys, I'm taking you all for lunch today. I've booked us a table at such and such. You'll still be going home at 2. I think there's a difference.
Yeah. I don't disagree, and
as I say, I'm not suggesting
I've had my
buying them lunch all the time
from going above and beyond with staff, and I won't be remaking that.
Okay.
We're happy with the treats from time to time. We're happy with the smaller bits. We're happy with the let's get a takeaway pizza delivered. I'm happy with all those little things.
No, and I'm not saying it has to be big things, but what I'm saying is it doesn't always have to be performance related.
Disagree. I think there has to be. It doesn't have to be performance, but there has to be a well done element. That was a good week. Whether it's getting through a negative and it's not performance, fine. But there has to be a reason. And we disagree there. We had 40 minutes disagreeing about it, and that's okay. Some listeners will think you're right, and one or two might think I'm right. And
yeah.
Any of my staff want to come and work for you, they're very welcome.
You see, that's yeah. I disagree with that.
I know you do. We've had 40 minutes disagreeing on it.
No, what I mean is I disagree.
Gone round in more fucking circles than a merry-go-round.
With to an extent. Yeah, and I know that it was a flippant comment and kind of slightly tongue in cheek to an element. from you, but
Well,
I
which one?
do disagree with if they want to come and work for you because they get ice cream, then
Yeah. No, what I'm saying
whatever.
is, I'm not going to bend anymore for staff. Can we just do that? No.
I don't bend for staff in that way. I do random acts to make them go, oh, he appreciates me. He appreciates us as a team. So the staff go, he bought us ice cream today. Or he bought us this today just because. That feels nice. Give them that little hit of positivity.
Yeah.
I can tell by your face that you disagree.
I've got nothing further to add. We've had 40 minutes on the subject. I think it should be related to some form of well done.
Okay. You are purely training staff for performance. Everything for you is training.
I'm happy with what you've said about the ice creams today. Well done, you get through today. It's been a hot one.
Yeah.
But that's not a random act. It's well done today.
It's just an alternative to doing something else random. I'm doing ice cream because it's hot, not as always you've got through it's being hot. I do an ice cream because I go, you know what? It's hot in here today. Flagging a little bit. Here's an ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And that's to give a boost when things aren't always great, when morale might be a little bit lower. So it might be lower because it's hot. It might be lower because business is a bit slack.
So when
I give it to give a boost.
So when you're earning less, you spend more. Business is a bit slack. Well done, everybody. Business is a bit slack.
I'm not exactly spending a fortune, though. I'm spending
That's
a fiver.
True. I will grant you that.
Yeah. I'm not turning around and going, business is slack, let's all go and have
$10,000.
Yeah. I'm going to go and book a holiday for everybody. We're all going to the Seychelles for a week because business is a bit shit.
Sometimes it's fine, Mike. Yeah, I don't disagree, but sometimes it's fine margins.
Business is slack, let's all get to fucking Disneyland. No, I'm talking about spending a fiver.
Yeah, no.
Business might be slack, but if I can't afford a fiver, I've got worse things to worry about than business being slack.
No, I'll give you that.
Shit, I would have called you one hell of a bar humbug.
I don't mind being a bar humbug. It's our experiences shape our characters, and my experience of going the extra mile to sort your staff out, you just get fucking disappointed. There's no change.
This is only going an extra yard.
Give them an inch, they'll take a mile.
Right, I think on that note we've probably waffled on.
I think the note was long gone. Fucking on that note was 3/4 of an hour ago. Good night. No.
If you've lasted this far,
they haven't. No one's lasted. I've barely lasted this far.
Of me and Ben,
I switched off after the fucking joke about the
debating and arguing.
Let's end on a high. What is a duck's favourite drug? Quack cocaine. End on a high. Brilliant dad joke.
You've done that
next week.
You do realise you did that one nearly an hour ago.
Yeah, exactly. I've forgotten all about it. I've nearly topped myself. Christ, I'm wearing headphones. I might wrap them around my own neck after half hour with you.
If you've enjoyed this episode of Ben and I arguing and discussing whether you should look after your staff or whether you should only reward them when they're making you a shitload of money, don't forget you can follow us on Spotify or wherever you listen. Do also feel free to get in touch with your stories or top tips about how you balance your parenting business. I can't afford a proper bookcase, fucking shitloads of money. You can either leave us a comment or drop us an email at podcast@parentingbusiness.com. Also, please make sure you share the podcast with other parents and business owners and leave us a review. Worst thing she's listened to at 1.5 times speed to help us spread the support. Ben, shut up! Right, on that note, we will see you next Thursday.